Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Yatopia Omega, and Empire of Japan. So we're doing really good in our war against China. We have regained the momentum, and today we're going to continue with a couple of operations and eliminations that we spoke about in the last episode. But before we do that, I actually wanted to address a couple of points because I investigated, as I usually do, our situation a bit more in depth between the episodes, and I was thinking about a couple of topics that I would like to mention here. So, first of all, we are currently working on the focus Tojo, which is going to help us a lot in our war, but most importantly, at least for this thing that I'm going to talk about, we're going to get 6 military factories. Now, we have a pretty decent situation when it comes to our logistics. We do have a bit of a deficit in the heavy trucks. That is a given. We've been having that in quite some time now. So what I'm thinking is we are going to address it by adding 3 more factories over here from the light trucks, because we're producing 6.54 per day of those anyway, thus increasing our production of the heavy trucks to, well, this might increase to roughly 5. The 6 factories that will come, though, we have the factories on the radios, because again the game has reshuffled it and put the Navy bomber out of production, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So 2 of those 6 factories are going to go here, and 4 that we will have, plus another one that's going to be finished soon, in about a month, which should be roughly the same, roughly the same as Tojo. So let's consider that 5 factories. So we're gonna put 1 more or 2 more. Okay, let's put 2 more on radio equipment, and we're gonna put 2 more on heavy artillery, and we're gonna return 1 of those on the transport trucks. Yeah, so that should do it. The reason why I'm doing it this way is I noticed that apart from missing the heavy transports, the tanks are done, so we can deploy them, and we can actually recruit a bunch of infantry divisions, but all of them, as you can see, are missing heavy artillery. That is something that has been plaguing us for a while, and after that it goes back to recon and infantry equipment. So we're gonna boost those from the factories that we're gonna build afterwards. We actually need to get at least 4 more factories on infantry equipment, some more on uniforms, because what we have access to right now is upgrading our uniforms, so that's going to be a big project, and we're going to focus on recon as well. With that said, we have a new tank division, as I mentioned here, which we're going to assign to our where is it? Oh, here it is. Why are you guys not part of the Imperial Japanese Army? It's a bit weird, but okay. You guys will drill, and as you have a priority right now, you are going to get the equipment hopefully very soon, which will allow you to be transferred in here. I think I can already send you to Shanghai. So that's one thing taken care of. Another thing that I actually wanted to mention is that we need to import more fuel, because we are starting to have an issue with that again. Are we? Yeah, we're working on the synthetic oil experiments, and we're working on the chemical industry. So when we finish the chemical industry here, I think we're going to go with fuel refining 3, which is going to boost our fuel gain per oil by additional 15%, and it's going to boost our refineries as well down the line. So that's going to happen, but for now we actually just have to import oil. Simple as that. And unfortunately we don't really have much of a choice here other than import it from the United States, because that's the cheapest way how to do it. Last but not least, I was inspecting our Navy, we're really doing good. We're, getting quite a lot of stuff done here. We're building a lot of new ships, but I noticed that intentional or not, most of these are heavy cruisers. We don't have the 3 carriers coming, actually 4, because we're building one of the Soryu classes here as well. So we're gonna get 2 Soryu carriers in 1941, and in 1943 we're gonna get 2 Shinano class carriers. So 4 carriers are coming. We're gonna set up 2 Yamato class battleships, but we're not going to continue with building of the Tone cruisers. We're actually going to even chip out on the Asashio class destroyers, because I would like to start upgrading them when we can. We really need to start refitting more of our ships, because it's really not great, and it's going to actually go as far as, oh my god. Okay, well, this is a bit of a bummer. I never noticed that naval dockyard costs 6 times, well, no, not 6 times, but 4 times, 5 times as much as a military factory. Jesus Christ. Okay, I was about to say that we need to start building some naval dockyards, but that doesn't seem like a good choice. So the waves, you're not helping with anything. Okay, so we can actually go defense line. You want to give us 1 naval dockyard, and then 2 naval dockyards over here. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for us, because we, still need the naval dockyards, so it's not like we can skip that, but I build way less of them than I thought. Okay, but even, still, this puts more emphasis on what I was saying right now. We just need the refits done, because, our ships need to perform better. Like the Kongo class battleships are amazing. We've upgraded them and they are good for now. I mean, there are still, again, another refits that could be done to their fire solution devices and stuff like that. I think they could get better heavy anti-air and stuff, but they're fine. What is not fine are, for example, the Nagato class battleships, which should be way better, but when you check it out, the actual difference is not so high, because they're not so good. So, for example, the Nagatos are ones that need to get really refitted quickly, otherwise they are risking that they will get sunk really easily. So stuff like these needs to be done. It's going to increase their light attack by 1.3, 5.1 increase in heavy attack. Anti-air goes up to a double, reliability goes up by 4%, get extra surface detection, sub-detection, stuff like this. So refits will really need to be done, and I'm not even talking about the fact that we're building the Tone class cruisers, and we still have the Mogamis, Takaos, and so on, which are not actually upgraded. We already have some changes done to the Tone class cruisers, but these again could be upgraded further, because they do have the sonar, but there's again extra anti-air stuff. So we just need to better our ships, because a ship that stays afloat and shoots is much better than a ship that goes down to the bottom of the ocean, believe it or not. And the way how you keep your ships at the top of the waves is by upgrading them and not letting them go too old. So that's what we need to do. I'm going to be spending more time micromanaging Navy. Part of that is actually that we're going to start sending you guys as a Navy to drill. You are just going to drill and drill and drill and generate us naval experience. I don't think we have anyone here. Would we like to well, let's send, for example, Tanako Raiza. So we're gonna call this training fleet, and it's just gonna run and give us daily experience that we're gonna use together with the experience we're getting from Minogenda to, get better. And I'm thinking, and I think I already spoke about that, but we won't be able to get any more. So you would have to complete naval warfare. Yeah, there is nobody who would get us benefits here in the case of naval experience. Okay then, well, it is what it is. We just need to live with it. Cool. Okay, so back to the game. A lot of talk, but we've done nicely. So our tanks are now advancing against Hakkō. We're trying to encircle these divisions over here, which we are going to do very shortly, and then we'll eliminate them. We might actually push even into these territories, we'll see. And then actually this is looking like a very possible advance here. An attack here would be pretty good. We'll see if that's gonna work. We also send you guys to the spot where the Marines are, and once the Marines will be replaced, we can send them back to Taipei, from which they are going to amass a naval invasion towards Yin. And I want to use it to drag out the enemies and break through here towards Yongya, encircle some divisions, and then connect them with the forces that we have down here. Okay, so they're trying to reinforce here. We are not going to allow that. Okay, well, immediately we get a free dockyard because we get the Asashio class finished. So what can we do? How many dockyards do we have? We're starting to have a pretty decent amount of convoys, so we might actually pull them out, and that will give us the ability to upgrade 2 ships at once. Now, first fleet, we got the Akagi and the Kaga, which are sister ships, and these could definitely I'm actually pretty sure, but let me check this, that these can be refitted. They're the same type of carrier, so you could be upgraded to the Shinano class. That's a little weird, but wait. Let me check production, and do we have the escort carrier early? Ryujo, Hosho, Kaga, and Akagi. Okay, we have them here. So I can, and I will, focus on the Soryu though. Are we building 2 more Soryus? Yes, we are. And that is definitely something that we might want to refit immediately once they get out of dockyard next year. But we have only Ryujo, Hosho, and Uzuihos. Thinking what would be the best use of our experience. Alba, Mogami, Kuma. We have a ton of Fubukis. I remember that, and upgrading the Fubuki would be a pretty good step. We got Momis, but we've already upgraded those. We got the Fubukis here. We got a ton of Fubukis here, and Shiratsus and Asashihos. Okay, now I think it is reasonable to say that upgrading the Fubukis would be something that we might want to do. Oh, they got a lot of torpedoes. Okay, so let's upgrade the Fubukis. That's something that won't cost us that much experience, I think, or hope. So for Wookiee, you keep your centerline, torpedoes, if I'm not mistaken. You upgrade your anti-aircraft. Okay, that is fine. Upgrade your anti-submarine equipment. The directors. I'm gonna get anti-air bonus and better hydrophone, advanced damage control. That costs 17 and it gives you a nice boost to light attack of 0.7. You get almost 4 points of depth charges. You get 1.3 extra in anti-air, so from 0.2 to 1.3, and the reliability goes up. Okay, so we're gonna call this K1940 Fubuki class refit. And that will mean that a ton of our ships can now go upgrade. Yep. So the entirety of the first fleet's Fubukis will be first to go, and then we'll deal with that. I wonder if we're gonna make a breakthrough over here. We're trying to stop them from reinforcing here. Okay, good. This is good. We're just delaying them. Damn, this attack is looking good. I like that. Did you guys make it already? Nope. Okay, we're somehow actually managing to push them. And this attack has succeeded. Okay, Chemical Industry 2 is finished, which allows us to start the fuel refining free, as I mentioned, increase fuel gain per oil, and from refineries by 15%. Okay, our tanks should be able to get there soon. You guys stop in your tracks, okay? It's not cool to do this. And the mountains of Huizhou are going to be ours. We finished the upgrade. Nice, finally another operative slot. Oh wow, this one... Okay, this one gives another operative slot. Okay, well, time to get more spies, I guess. Okay, so Huizhou is ours. And as we have managed to do this, we'll just fight them like this and eliminate them. This is gonna be fairly easy. You guys can stop with your attack and just repel the enemies over here. Okay, at this point the Marines, as you mentioned before, can be... And you're actually not part of the Quantum Army, you should be... Okay, we need to rename that. So this is Imperial Japanese Army, and this is gonna be Second Imperial Japanese Army. Okay, and you guys are gonna go to Taipei, and you will go for naval invasion in Yin. With that said, when will you leave? Okay, let's chill, let them leave. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Let's encircle them. Because that is definitely something that we can do. Outmark incident. There has been an incident recently between the British, Germans and the Norwegians. Despite Norwegian neutrality, not only have the British and Germans been allowed to enter neutral Norwegian waters, but the Norwegians did not interfere when the British attacked the German ship. Furthermore, they allowed the British to leave with the captured ship. Is this a sign of Norwegian neutrality waning? Well, that is a great question. Okay, so 4 more divisions can be encircled here, and we can actually support this. Why haven't I done that? Because with a bit of luck, these guys will be pushed out pretty quickly. And we should be really okay with doing that. And to make sure, and the tanks are getting their fuel. So this is not like it's something unimaginable. And when they get in here, they can support this attack. Can we just switch divisions here and continue with our plan? You are being attacked, I think, by these guys. Okay, they will leave in a little while, but at that point I think we'll already 7 days. Nope. Okay, we need to delay them here, but I'll let them regain some organization. That way it will make more of a sense. Have you guys failed in your attack here? Or were we attacking here? I'm not entirely certain, but these territories are also ripe for taking. So let us just focus on this. 16 hours. I think at this point we can delay them. Come on, how did that happen? Are they sending them by rail or something? They're really interesting battles still. 5 days. 4 days. Oh, come on, how the hell? 14 days. Well, I don't mind losing here, but the whole point is making sure that we encircle. Okay, where's the last guys? Did you get your heavy trucks? No, you didn't. Oh yeah, and our tanks are completely out of fuel. And so are the motorized. Okay. Well, that's not great, but we're still winning. And if you guys want to do this, we can play the game with you. Oh nice, they're retreating into this area. Now are you getting any fuel at all? You are. Okay, so let's just use you to extend the battle line. Okay. This is looking really promising. 5.5, 4 point... Yeah, they got 4 divisions here, which we are going to... Nice! Elimination. 4 divisions. 1 cavalry, 3 militia. A really nice job. And after you get through here, you're gonna attack. Well, attack. You're gonna move towards this area. Okay, advanced battle line tactics. That was really good. Okay, naval AA attack, naval air attacks from carriers, screening efficiency, combined carrier operation. That's a bit ahead of time. Let's see for punishment. This was... Okay, let's get the improved destroyer screen tactic. That one gives us a whole bunch of really nice bonuses. Okay, fleet speed while retreating, hopefully we'll never use that one, but screen attack plus 1%, nighttime attack plus 2%, nighttime spotting plus 2%, screening efficiency plus 3%, positioning 1%, torpedo screen penetration 1%, destroyers get plus 2% torpedo attack and free organization, and all escorts get extra free organization. So that is really good. Okay, we need to replenish fuel here really quickly and put the tanks back. Huh. Okay, let me support this. We're not gonna do a whole lot of good here. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, that the infantry is gonna join in. Because they are doing a pretty good job here. You will get there in 3 hours. So let me do it this way. We'll just delay you while making sure the battle here continues, because that's the... Yeah, that's the first mountainous area we can get in here. And remember, we're planning to get through here for the Grand Encirclement. So I'd be happy to see that it's actually working. Okay, I think you guys can advance towards the river here. They got just 2 divisions over there. Okay, nicely done. You will join here, you will join here. Actually, you will support here. And the tanks can now... Oh, come on. That's not at all what I wanted, but still. I wish we had fuel. If we had fuel, our tanks would be so much better. But even without fuel, we're literally pushing them to the battlefield and they're still doing good. So, nice. And the naval invasion can start. I would like to send my first fleet here to provide a naval invasion support. I don't think we're gonna need the shoulder bombardment, but, you know, it can't hurt. Okay, you actually need to get in there. and once you are in, we are going to push towards here, and a shell gun can be our next target. Netherlands caves to the British. Dutch attempts to maintain trade neutrality have failed, and recent measures implemented by the Dutch government make it clear that they will be embarking on a United Kingdom favoring trade policy. It is likely that this will result in greatly increased British influence over the Netherlands. The Germans are increasingly isolated. Okay, so let's just finish the breach over here. I'm gonna call it an episode. Aircraft artillery observers are done. So this is the last doctrine, if I'm not mistaken, that favors the artillery. Reinforce rate, planning, speed and organization. Breakthrough and breakthrough. Okay, let's get this one. Offensive SAPs. Trenches dug out into no man's land to get the assaulting infantry closer to the enemy. So we get breakthrough for all infantry and motorized and mechanized plus 2%. Okay, and we finished the Mitsubishi A5M1 research, which is the first step to the plane that we really want, which is the Mitsubishi A6M2. But in the meantime, let's get the A5M4, which is an upgraded version. And as we do not have... Yeah, we just finished it, so nice. A5M1. 260 will need to be upgraded. And let me see. Okay, our Special Forces Battalion can now be equipped with radios, which is going to increase their organization. And looky here. Our Marines have successfully landed. And they can expand into this area, facilitating the possibility of encirclement. Well, considering you don't have any fuel, I think it might be safer. Okay, you know what? Let's end it here with the uniforms research. We're gonna switch it so that it becomes a reality. We have 412 uniforms that we need to switch. Now we're gonna have 112,766 uniforms that we need to switch. But I'm pretty sure these are great. So recovery rate 0.5, 0.15, 0.25. Defense also goes up by 0.5. And the reliability by 5%. Not bad at all. So let's put the next thing into research, which is the Type 98 machine gun, which gives 0.5 more defense, 0.5 more breakthrough, 0.25 more soft attack, and 3% more reliability. And on that note, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.